Hello guys, welcome back to the CodeMate. Today's problem is count complete tree nodes. In this problem, we will first understand the problem and then we'll explore different problem solutions for that. And at the end, we will see the time complexity analysis for this one. Alright, before we begin, if you are new to the channel, please do subscribe. We solve a lot of competitive problems. Alright, now let's begin with the problem. So what problem says is given a complete binary tree, count the number of nodes. So here in the input we have given a tree as a complete binary tree. So what properties that complete binary tree holds is in a complete binary tree, every level except the last is completely filled, and all the nodes in the last level are as far left as possible. It can have between 1 and 2 raised to h nodes inclusively at the last level. So what it says is except the last level, the rest of the levels having the complete filled. And for the last level also, if there is one node, let's say in this case here this 6 is that also will be on a left side. So if there is only single node is present with that will be also on that will be also there with this left side. So we may not have any single node on a right hand side. All right, so that's we need to return a number of nodes from the this tree. So from the problem, it looks to be very simple. We can do a iterative way, go through the one by one and just calculate their when we visit the node, then we can increment our counter and return the count for that. But the problem with that, or the time complexity with that, is it is going to be as you are visiting each node, so it is going to be number of nodes given to you. All right, now here if you see the definition clearly, it says a complete tree is given to us. So what all properties that complete tree have? All right, now let's understand that first and then we'll explore the different problem solution for this. All right, so in the given tree, if it's a complete tree, then one thing we know is like it has how many number of nodes it can contain. All right, so if the given tree is a full or a complete tree, then one thing we know is how many nodes it has. All right, so let's say if it has height is equal to h. Okay, so total number of nodes, if it is a complete tree, then it is going to be 2 raised to h minus 1. What it says is every node you will have two different other nodes present. So 2 raised to h, so whatever the height you have, 2 raised to h, and one node for the root. You will remove that one because for root you may not have two nodes. So that way you will get the total number of nodes with that. Okay, so if we take this example, our height is 3. All right, so 2 raised to 3 minus 1, that is going to be 7. Okay, now here only the constraint we have, though it is a complete tree, but there could be a possibility where we may not have at a last level, it could be possibility that we may not have one node on the right side. So if you see in the definition, we have at the last level, it could be possibility that we may not have one node on the right hand side. So how to handle that scenario? All right, if it's a complete binary tree and all levels, last levels having all the nodes, then this equation will give you directly the answer. Just find out a height, just go left, that will give you the height, and you can apply this result. Instead of that, because of this logic, or one node is not present, so we may not directly apply this condition. So instead of that, what we will do is we still utilize this condition. What we will do is we will start iterating. When you iterate the node, at that time you check left subtree height and right subtree height. Okay, so when you calculate the left subtree height, you will go only left side. Okay, and you find out a left subtree height. Now and the right side, when you calculate a right subtree height, you will go only right hand side. Okay, you will go till the right hand side. Let's say this two height you found as L height and R height. Okay. Now in the complete case, let's say if it is a complete binary tree or complete full tree, then this height is going to be equal. Okay. So in that case, we can directly return 2 raised to whatever the, let's say, L height minus 1. You can return this direct result. So that means we may not need to iterate whole subtree. You just go one time left side, one time right side. You do not need to visit these nodes, or if there is other subtrees, here we have in such case. All right. But let's say if this is not equal, okay, then what we can do is we will do a 1 plus, we will apply same logic, we will go next level down. Let's say here, let's say it did not match at that point, so we'll go at this point and we will try to again apply the same logic. So that way at some nodes you may have this condition true. So when you have a condition is equal to true, we are getting a benefit of we do not need to traverse whole subtree. Just take a height and return it from there. So if there is a more leaves or more branches are there, then this approach could be more helpful. So ultimately what we are doing is we are going till the height only one time. Okay, and at each iteration you are also calculating one more time height. So the time complexity for in this approach is going to be of h raised to 2. This is what the time complexity we may need. Now let's go through the code for this. All right, so what first we are doing is we have defined two functions to calculate the height on a left side and height on a right side. So first we will call a root with a left side call. What it does is it will iterate on left hand side of the nodes till it ends, and it will calculate the depth or height from there. Okay, and then we are storing that in the L height and right height. So on the right also we are doing the same thing. We will go deep into the right side of the tree. Okay, now first condition we will do is if both are equal. So in that case what we are doing is what this function is doing is 2 raised to h. It is what we are calculating. We are just shifting that one bit L height times. So ultimately we are doing 2 raised to h, and then we are subtracting 1 from there. So in the else condition, let's say if it did not match, so in that case we will explore from left and right. So what we are doing is, let's say by chance, or if given input is having a complete binary tree, then in that case we just need to iterate one time to find this height, and then from root node itself we can return it. That's the benefit we can get. Otherwise you need to do the normal traversal in the tree. All right, now let's run this code. Okay, it got compiled. Now let's run it. So it looks to be good. All right, now let's see the memory and time execution for this. All right, okay, so memory wise it looks to be good. This execution wise it looks to be good. We are 100% ahead of it, and memory wise also it looks to be good. So that's it in this video. Hope you like it, guys. If you have a different problem solutions, would recommend to write it down in the comment. See you in the next video. Till the time, bye bye.